and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Haller at Cybos 2015 and I'm joined by Mitch Armstrong and Sylvie Boucheron of ACI Worldwide. Thank you very much for joining me. So Sylvie, there's been lots of discussion around blockchain and immediate payments this Cybos. What's your view on all this?
Yeah, we keep talking about blockchain technology, we keep talking about immediate payments and new regulation impacting the business of our customers. And I think the real question is not about technology, it's about business. If I make a parallel with the internet world, nobody cares about HTML or about the latest browser technology or all this stuff. Everybody cares about what kind of new providers, new people on the internet are going to offer to their customers. You know, a few years ago we were caring about what Facebook would bring, social network, and you know how it brought a revolution to our business. We are also thinking about the business model that Google started to put in place with the internet, which changed the complete way of providing services to people for free and funding their business model with advertising. So these are the kind of things that banks have to think about, and especially when talking about immediate payments. We're not talking about the new regulation in Europe, in Asia, in the US, or in Americas in general. We're talking about what kind of new services are the banks going to offer to their customers? What kind of new bank world are we going to be in the next few years? And how banks are going to have a new business model that is going to be sustainable in this new environment? Competing with new entrants, people who manage data better than they do? That's really the question. So the question is really about the business and not that much the technology.
But Mitch, ACI is a technology provider.
We are indeed, Emily. Been in business for over 40 years, and what we found in those 40 years, operating across the value chain, working with transaction banks, retail banks, and retailers, that experience has given us some unique insights. And the really successful projects, those that have delivered most value, are the ones that are focused on the business outcome. They're focused on the customer or the customer's customer, and the technology has underpinned that.
Today, fintech providers are going after banks' customers. How do you see this evolving?
Well, it's true, and these fintech providers are very much technology focused. I think the reality is they can help and improve the ecosystem. We should look to embrace these guys and look how to collaborate with them. It's really important for the banks to do that. I think it's really important for established vendors like ourselves to do that, because fundamentally I think they will enhance the value propositions that could be made to customers.
And I think what banks sometimes miss is to look at their assets. And for me, they have two main assets today. The trust from their customers and from everyone in the street, and the data. They have an immense amount of data that they are not using today. And it makes me think of 20 years ago when I was a banker myself. We were starting to launch these new internet sites, and the way we looked at it at that time was, how about bringing the exact same world that we have in the real world into the internet world? So what we did was to recreate, and literally we did that in France, for instance. We literally recreated the banking branch on the internet, which I think was not the right thing to do, because we did not think about the future. We did not think about how to change the new services that we could offer to our customers, how we change the interaction we have with them. We just thought about duplicating the real world into the digital world. And I think we have the exact same situation today, with banks thinking about, wow, what am I going to do with my technology? How am I going to translate my current model into the digital world? And I think that's not the point. Again, the point is about the future. How do you build today the system that you're going to rely on for the next 10 to 20 years? And nobody knows what will happen in 10 to 20 years. So the only thing that we could say is don't make the same mistakes as we all did in the past, and think about the future, not just present.
Yeah, and be open. The openness is the key,
exactly.
Key message.
Sylvie, thank you very much. Mitch, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.